Good morning, everybody. What is up? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And being part of that team, and still am part of that team, reached out directly and indirectly to over 100,000 fathers around the world in 2022 and 2021. And as always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. Want to say hello to everybody, whether you're watching live or on the replay. If you're watching live, please tell us where you're chiming in from. So we just like you to say hello, and we say hello back to you. So some housework first. First up, as always, please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Also, follow the Dr. Vibe Show on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, if you would interested to advertise your business, product, or service on the Dr. Vibe Show, the Morning Vibe, or any of the platforms that I host and produce, please feel free to email me, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And finally, join the Discord group, the Morning Vibe Discord group, where we keep the conversations going after these conversations, in between conversations. So that's a little bit of homework. Looking forward to another epic conversation today. Got someone chime in. Yes, Travoy, damn this. I'm finally early to catch your show. Travoy, you hit my mind this morning because we hadn't jumped on for a little bit for a conversation. So I'll be texting you today to see when you have some time to jump on, but good to have you on the program. So hope everyone's had a good week. Hey, this morning in Toronto, it's chilly. Winter is coming. Winter is coming. Oh, also, Ryan will not be with me today, but he'll be back with us on Monday. So just a few other things. And speaking about Monday, coming up on Monday's show, Carolyn Nicole from the Energy Shack Juice Bar will be coming back, doing her monthly visit, talking about your best defense, natural ways to keep your immune system strong. And with the chillier weather coming where I am, I'm beginning to hear people have colds, flus, etc. So Carolyn's timing is right on time. Just always like to catch up a little bit with what's going on in my world. I shared this with a few people. It happened this week. So was it Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. Don't remember, but sometime this week, I was out and about. I went to my favorite grocery store and I said, let me treat myself to a steak. Now, if you've been following the journey a little bit, I've changed my eating habits. A majority of the food that's going in me is plant-based. I said, let me treat myself to a steak. So in the grocery store, checking around, get to this meat section, pick up this beef ribs. And I love beef ribs. Got to be honest. Love beef ribs. Love it. Pick it up. Okay, I'm going to have that. So finish my grocery shopping. I come home. I look in the car. It says, where are the beef ribs? Didn't I buy them? And I think most of you, or hopefully a number of you, you keep your receipts from a purchase. And these days you can get it sent to you via email. I like the paper copy. I took it. I looked on the receipt from the grocery store. There was no steak there. So I didn't buy the steak. I physically had it in my hand, the beef ribs in my hand, and I didn't purchase it. So maybe intuitively, my mind's saying, no, you're on this journey, don't come off. So leading into what we're going to be chatting about today, we're continuing to chat about ByBlacks, Black Restaurant Week coming up. So if you don't know anything about it, Let's show you something a little bit about it right now, and we'll get back to you in about 30 seconds. Here we go. So there you go. ByBlacks Black Restaurant Week is coming, and the fall edition is around the corner, and it's scheduled from November 20th to 26th, 2023. There's the link if you want to check out the restaurant week, and I'll be sharing it wherever you're watching this in the comments section. And the driving force behind the restaurant week is on with us, and I'll bring him to the stage. Roger Dundas, good morning. Good morning. How we doing?
Good. It's Friday. It's Friday.
You made it.
I made it. I did it. Right to the end.
Good stuff. Good stuff. How's the week been going for you?
Very it's all about restaurant week, and everything is about interviews and final spots and booking promo and all this stuff. Everything that to do with the kind of the last. We're in the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks. Yeah, because we're at the 10th now, right? So it starts in 10 days and then it goes till the 26th. 7 days.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Just want to shout out to Leslie McEwen from Ottawa. Hello, Leslie. Hope you're doing fine, doing wonderful things in the world of Black psychotherapy, of Black psychotherapists for over 30 years in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That's a big thing. So I know, you know what? Pardon me? Ottawa. Yep.
Yes.
Ottawa. You know what? I don't make assumptions. Just tell people a little bit about yourself and ByBlacks, because I never make assumptions.
Absolutely. So ByBlacks.com is an online magazine that focuses on telling Black Canadian stories through the lens of Black Canadian writers. So we're fully immersed in this. We tell our own stories and we control our own narrative. Happy to say that we have a great team of writers. I've seen some recent articles that are really, really good. So you should jump on ByBlacks.com and check those out as well. Specifically related to Restaurant Week, we have started this since 2021. It's a semi-annual food festival that celebrates Black Canadian restaurants. Well, you know what? Let me call them foodpreneurs. Because it's not just restaurants, it's also caterers, it's ghost kitchens, it's pop-up shops, food trucks. So it's not just restaurants, but it's called Restaurant Week. And what the concept of it is really to introduce audiences to different restaurants across the country. So it's a national campaign, and the restaurants offer a prefix menu. So that's a special. Let's just call it a special. That would include an appetizer, an entree, a main, and a dessert at a slightly reduced price. So they're given most times between 10 to 25%. I've seen people give more than that sometimes as the discount. But 10 to 25% is really what we ask them to provide. And they do that just for the 1 week. So that's just a week for you to go out, no excuses, pay a little less money. Let me try a new restaurant that's close to me. So that's really what the concept and the objective is. And we, of course, get this supported by various Black community associations, including ACBN, BBPA, the BBABC over in British Columbia, FACE Coalition. We've had support from Black Opportunity Fund in the past, Foodpreneur Lab, etc. And then we also have the support of the Black media. So there's the Dr. Vibe Show, right? Key ally, Caribbean Vibrations, Caribbean Camera. We've had support from Sheer Newspaper, Afro Global, Fever TV, GBKM, etc. So pretty much all the black media will come on board and say, hey, and Vibe 105 FM will come on
Yes.
board and say, hey, we're supporting the restaurants. It's all about the restaurants. And then last but not least, the destination marketing organizations as well. So a lot of people don't know about it. People are familiar with like Caribbean people are familiar with the tourism board. So, Jamaica Tourist Board, Barbados Tourist Authority, whatever, right? So in Canada, each province has a tourism board arm, and each city also has a tourism board arm. So we are working with mostly the city. So we'd work with destinations like Vancouver. We work with Discover Edmonton, Explore Edmonton, sorry. Calgary Tourism, we've worked with in the past, Destination Toronto, Ottawa Tourism, Discover Halifax. So those are some of the organizations that we work with as well to get the restaurants promotion. So all these organizations are promoting, hey, go and try these restaurants. So that's what it's all about. I'm just a project manager. At the end of the day, I'm just a project manager.
You're steering the ship, right?
That's all. I'm just a captain. But we have many first officers. Many.
Absolutely.
And I won't be able to do it alone. And I do want to point this big up to Zakia, is the person who created that video. She's awesome. That promo video, I think she did that in a day.
Wow.
Within a day from me telling her, hey, we want the promo video for the fall edition, and she just whipped that up. There's just one thing on it that needed to get changed. That's how good she is. So big up Zakia.
Absolutely. And just before we get our guests on, because I know one or two of them have very tight timelines.
Yes,
How long has Restaurant Week been going on for?
Just since 2021. So this is the 6th edition. This is the 6th time that we're doing it. And one of the things that we have started doing since last fall is doing a media launch. So we would typically, of course, send out the media release, but we've started doing a media launch and hosting it in different cities. So first one, of course, we did it in Toronto. It was the easiest way to just test and see if the model could work. And then we went on to Halifax in the spring, and we just did it in Vancouver in the fall here. So I think the next one is slated for Montreal in the spring, and then Ottawa in the fall for 2024.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right, let's get some of our friends up here to the stage. All right, we're good. Now I'm just wondering, Victor, if you can hear us, because we can't see you.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you at least. At least we can hear you.
Good morning, guys. Let me try to.
It's if your camera isn't working, no problem. You can try and come back. But what I'm gonna do, Roger, you know what? I want you to
figure out how to put on the camera, but let me see.
No, it's okay. If you're not on, you're not on. So, gentlemen, thank you. Thank for taking time out of your positive, productive schedule this morning to bear with us. I know that Kingston Patty Shop, you got to deliver some patties. So I'm gonna have you introduce yourself first, and we'll go Daniel, then Victor. So Kingston Patty Shop, go.
Good morning, guys. My name is Gordon, G. Gordon, and I'm one of the owners of Kingston 12 Patty Shop. Pleasure to be here with you guys.
Wonderful. And next up, Daniel. Daniel, we cannot hear you. Is your mic working?
Daniel,
we can't hear you. Okay. Victor, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Victor Ugweke. I'm the chef and owner at Afrobeat Kitchen. Thank you for having me here, guys.
No problem. So we're going to get right into it. And Roger and I will be tag teaming here, obviously. So I want to ask each one of you, what motivated you to open your restaurant? So Kingston Patty Shop, kick it up.
What motivated me to open a patty shop in Eglinton is just that there was a void for a good patty shop in Eglinton after the other patty shop was closed down. So that was my main motivation. Just to bring back good patty to Eglinton, so when people visit Little Jamaica, they can get some good, authentic Jamaican patties. while visiting and shopping in Little Jamaica.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in. What's the definition of a good patty in your lens?
Flavor, crust, and quality in the sense of consistency in taste and service when you get
Okay.
the patty, when you come in and get the patty, for sure. That's
You know,
the
it's
whole
interesting.
package right there.
It's interesting you say the last part, service.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
Yes.
It's another conversation, but there's a little bit of a controversy, especially going on in black media about some customer service and restaurant issues, but we'll leave that to another day. Victor, what caused you to open up your establishment? What was the reason?
Okay, my reason is I grew up in a restaurant business, so I've been in this restaurant thing like since day one. So I back then in Africa, Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria, by the way. So you know, someone who's like you're just that's become like part of my life, and I just like um and I just when I came to Canada, like before I came to Canada, obviously, sorry, when I came to Canada, right, there's already like a lot of Nigerian restaurant, and I visited like few of them, and when it's time for me to like when I had the opportunity to have my own, like to start my own, it's like I want to do like something different, so and I want to bring my own like the flavor that I'm used to while growing up. That's exactly my motivation. I want to be able to bring my the flavor that like I grew up like eating with my with my mom back then. I mean those days, so I want to share my culture, my flavor to the people of Toronto, and
Okay.
and they have been welcoming a lot. That's exactly
Okay.
what motivated me.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Daniel, let's try it again.
Yeah, I can hear
Daniel,
you now. Sorry about that just now.
no problem. Good, good. Introduce yourself and tell our family here, why did you open up your establishment?
So first of all, my name is Daniel Assing. Today, Dr. Vibes get to meet Mr. Pure Vibes Nutrition in the house right now.
The
So
spelling's
for me,
different.
uh, I'm Guyanese background, and my lady, she's Irish and Indian. She's a born Canadian though, and we both are partners in this establishment. For us in Bell River, we didn't even know Bell River existed, to be honest with you, prior to moving over here. So our parents moved over to the area a few years before us. We were living in the GTA, and we used to visit them on long weekends, holidays, and all that fun stuff. So we got to check out um, we fell in love with it, and
Okay.
Is the sound breaking up?
Yeah, he's probably using Wi-Fi. There's some connectivity.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't hear you, Daniel. Maybe because of the Wi-Fi. You know what? I'm gonna take you off stage and you can maybe come back, which gives more time for our Patty Man.
Kingston
Okay.
12 Patty Shop.
Yeah, okay, Victor looks like he's back. So let me see if I can get
Yeah.
Victor.
Yes.
Victor, you're back. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I've been trying the camera thing. It's not working on my computer.
No, it's okay. It's
Just-
okay. You know what? People will tolerate bad video.
Yeah,
They won't tolerate bad audio. So
Also, I've had enough of my enough of my picture online. So I guess people already know who I am already. So thanks.
no problem. Roger, do you want to jump in for a second?
Yeah, you know what? I did want to talk about the restaurants. Very interesting with But first of all, Kingston 12 Patty Shop opened this year, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Right. And how many months have you been open now?
5 weeks now.
Wow.
5 weeks. Okay. All right. So I wanted to point this out, Gordon, because
Yes.
some people don't. They probably think you've been there a long time, but you really just started. You know, when I got there, you're getting your POS system. That's how new he was, right? He's still,
Wow.
yeah. So the thing is, as he said earlier, of course, you know, there was a very famous patty shop that closed down in the area, right? They have come there and basically replaced that with the
Wow.
same quality of patties and a more diverse menu. So I want people to go down there. When they go down to Little Jamaica, it's close enough to the BBP office, right?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
actually you can. There's gonna be an. Oh no, I was thinking of the BIA office. Sorry.
Right,
It's close
right.
enough. Close enough.
Close enough, yeah. So, you know, I want to encourage people to, when you get down into Little Jamaica, you want to go down and try. You had some different types of patties too, right? So, you know, explore a different range of patties and things. And then, Victor, I believe Afrobeat Kitchen has also opened recently.
Hi, Rogers. How are you? Sorry, I never say hello to you. Yeah, we Afrobeat Kitchen have been around even before 2020.
Okay.
Before the pandemic, but we, you know, I was like, you know, as a chef cook, we're working for people, but on the side we are building our own thing on the side slowly. So the officially we started the Afrobeat in 2020 during the pandemic. That is like, you know, that's one of the good things that happened during pandemic, but there's a lot of bad things that happened during pandemic. But one of the good things that happened pandemic is when we took the opportunity to start Afrobeat Kitchen officially. And we used to be on Blood Street West on Bloodale, so we used to we share a space with a cafe. So we just you know, doing like only takeout, and slowly we started doing a little bit of dining and all that. So, but we moved to Queen Street West in November last year. That's where we
right. So that's what it was, Victor. In my mind, I almost felt like it was November, but really have been operating before that. Okay.
So that's where we have our own, you know, our own space, not like sharing. We have our own everything. So everything is you know, thank God for that. Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. Daniel is back in the green room. So hopefully after the break, we can bring him up and have you on. Now, Gordon, I know that you have stuff to do. So are you on your way out now, or will you be with us after the break?
How long is the break?
90 seconds.
Sure, I'll stick around.
Thank you. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, and hopefully we'll have all of them back, all of them, so you can hear them. So you are watching The Morning Vibe on November 10th, a chilly November 10th. And when Roger refers to Little Jamaica, we're talking about in Toronto. We're going, okay, Jamaica. So it's Little Jamaica in Toronto, just to make sure everyone gets it right. So we'll be back in 90 seconds. Keep it locked.
You know, and that's what I feel like. You feel like you're the Harriet Tubman of the mind.
I am.
I feel like I'm I'm one of the Harriet Tubmans of intelligent Black people. Like, I want to liberate y'all from like being left behind and ignored and oblivion. No, really, the rappers get all the attention. You know, seriously, does anybody else feel this way? Like ignorant Black people, they'll be all up, you know, getting all the headlines on the Shade Room.
Overly sexualized Black folks.
Like the twerkers and the, you know, just people that, you know, don't always represent the best of us, you know, the diversity, you know, like people like Dr. Vibe. Like, everybody should know about people like Dr. Vibe. Dr.
Really
Vibe he's trying to do good work for Black people.
Dr. Vibe from Toronto. Good to see you, my brother. Dr. Vibe. Everybody follow Dr. Vibe. He has a great show. He's very good at what he does, and I have a lot of respect for him. Okay, so let me hop into this. What's up, Dr. Vibe? How you doing? Everybody, if you see Dr. Vibe in the chat, everybody go follow the Dr. Vibe show. Dr. Vibe is a real smart brother and a good human being. I like the guy a lot, and he's very intelligent. And I think everyone should pay attention to what he's got going on. We got to shine the spotlight on the intelligent Black people out here that are really doing the good work. Don't just pay attention to the rappers and the celebrities. You know, a lot of these people are losers. Your true winners are your people in your community that are really having your back. Helping us to have stronger families and a stronger community. So Dr. Vibe is in that category. So you might see the Dr. Vibe show in this chat. If you see him, please go follow him. Okay. All right. So anyway.
Okay, we are back, and let's see if we can bring Daniel back onto the platform, and let's see if he can hear us. Okay, let's see. Okay, Daniel, if you can unmute yourself, let's see if we can hear you. So, Daniel, can you hear us? Okay. Let's forward on. Daniel, I'm going to try one more time. Can you hear us, Daniel? No. Okay, let's continue. So let's continue on. So Gordon and Victor. So Gordon, let me ask you, you opened post-pandemic. Some people would say, you're mad?
I actually opened a couple of business during the pandemic.
What?
I think I blocked that out in my mind. I think of the pandemic as an opportunity to start business.
Okay.
And you just gotta be fearless in what you're doing and believe in yourself, in the sense that you can't be afraid to fail. And whatever you're doing, don't just think of what you're doing in short term. You gotta think in the long term.
Oh boy.
So that way,
we could just stop right there. We could just stop the conversation. Go, keep on going. Good stuff.
So that way, any business you're doing, if you're gonna start thinking in short term, you're gonna fail. You gotta think long term, because the first year you're not gonna get paid. So don't do it for the money. You gotta do it for the love of it. Anything you're doing, do it because you love doing it. And I love business. So even talking to you now, there's another restaurant I'm thinking I'm bringing online on Eglinton also. So,
okay.
But I always call those my side projects. It's like they start to develop way in advance before I even start doing anything. So I think about it. I identify there's a need for something, and I start thinking about it before I do anything. And any business you're starting, I would recommend you start planning a year in advance. You can work out all the numbers, everything in your mind, all the questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and ask everyone you know, and talk to everyone who knows somebody, and then get all the information, the good, the bad, and the ugly, before you actually commit to do it. So at least when you commit to do it, you're not asking these questions while you're doing it. So ask all the questions as much as you can before you do any business. And don't just limit yourself because you want to keep it a secret. There's no such thing as an original idea. For you to have an original idea, you have to have sleepless nights, dig deep in your soul, and find something unique that nobody thinks about. And any business you're doing, a lot of people think about it, want to do it, but there's a lot of talkers, but there's no action. So I'm one of those. I like to talk and I like to act. So whatever you're doing, my advice to you, plan a year in advance. So that way you can ask all the questions you need to ask, and you figure out a lot of things and learn a lot of things. Especially, you need to have a checklist of things to do, because even I have a construction background. And before I opened Kingston 12, I thought I was going to open in around 2 months. It took us 6 months before we could open the door. So open any business, construction, you need to educate yourself in the construction cost of business before you open your actual business, because there's a construction component to it, and a lot of people forgetting that and not thinking about that part of it. So you need to figure that out before you actually start opening the door. There's a lot of startup costs before you open the door, and that's very important before you start anything. And contractors, you need to find the right contractors and vet them, because then you have someone come in say, yeah, I can do this, I can do that, but then you pay them all the money you have because you trust that they're going to do the right thing, and then you end up in a situation you pay all the money, but then there's nowhere, you can't find them when the job needs to get done, and you have an opening date in mind, and you're never going to meet that open date. We have like around 6 opening date, and I'm the contractor and I'm doing the work. So it wasn't like a contractor holding up the project. It was just other issue I don't want to get into, but that's very important, because I have a conversation with one of somebody who want to take around 10 dozen patty, and he hire somebody and then pay them in full, and they didn't show up. So you have to say you got to put the order on hold for me to figure this construction part out. So if you want to get in any business, figure out the construction costs first and get reputable contractors. And yeah, that's my advice.
Wow. I'm happy I'm glad I said 90 seconds, because if I had said 2 minutes, I don't think you wouldn't have said all of that.
I know.
That was epic. Like, wow, wow, wow. Before we go any further, I want to shout out to Tim Frey. I know you're in the house, so good to have you here. Here's a special friend, Faces by Pureness.
Hey.
So good to hear from you. And we got to get you on the Morning Vibe. And you know what she did? She bought me a super sticker. Hello, family. So
Wow.
she's in. That is huge.
She's in it to win it.
She's in it to win it. She goes, I'm loving the perseverance and planning.
Yes.
Very good. Oh, look who else is in the house. Gavin Douglas was in the house. So let's see. We're gonna try Victor one more time. He's been patient. So yes. Victor, can you hear us?
I mean Daniel.
Sorry, Daniel.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry about that.
No problem. Hold tight. We're gonna hit on to Victor. It sounds like you were open before the pandemic, and you've continued on. What impact has the pandemic had on you? How are you doing post-pandemic?
For me or Victor?
Is it for me?
No, for Victor. Sorry, Victor.
Okay,
Victor.
Okay. So after the pandemic, we have been doing okay. We have been doing okay. I can't, like, at the moment I cannot I can't complain, to be honest. So we've been doing well. It was actually a good good thing that we started during the pandemic, because it was tough those days, those time during the pandemic, and it was a good opportunity to bring a new flavor to the to the community, so that people can have a different different experience, and and also to make people have a different experience, and then at least make them happy to forget about what is happening, the situation that we were in at that moment. Give them a different experience different flavor, So it was, like I am very happy to put smiles on people's face when they, like when they come to a restaurant, and they were very happy because it was actually a good thing. Then after the pandemic, it was going very well. Like people that came in during the pandemic, they kept coming back, and it's been going very well. And I'm really glad that I took that step, to do, like to start Afrobeat Kitchen during those times. Like my brother Kingston said, just just do it. Don't just don't think about, like, just say, just take a step. Like I tell, like others, I tell some, just if you don't take any step, you will know what might like happen, because because if you don't try, you won't, like, you won't know what, maybe you're gonna fail, or you're gonna like succeed or something. But you have to like just do. So was I'm glad that I took that step, and here we are. I'm really, really glad.
Okay, fantastic. I got a comment here from Ray from the McMillan Group saying, "Good morning, gentlemen. Great insights. Kingston 12. Thanks for sharing your approach to the business of running a business. Too many are naive to that approach." So very nice. So Daniel,
Yes,
did you? So good to hear clear audio. This is so nice.
I know. I had to change it up and stuff.
No problem. So did you open your establishment pre-pandemic, during the pandemic, or post-pandemic?
It ended up turning out to be just like right at the end, and so it was November 2021 we opened up.
Okay. How have things been since opening up post-pandemic? Because each one of you are coming from a different lens, and it sounds that you, whether the pandemic happened, it didn't stop you. So
Yeah.
Some people would say, "Wow, Daniel, why are you opening up in Bell River?"
Yeah.
On top of it. So go ahead.
Yeah, so for us, I feel like we started building in like ending of July, August, beginning of August 2021. And it was kind of a scary journey at the same time, exciting and just pure excitement, to be honest with you, because my lady and I, we are a young couple, and neither of us have opened up a business before, so it was super excited to be able to have that mindset of like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this together, and we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna see where it takes us. And what we were offering as well to the community of Bell River, especially, Bell River did not have, or prior to us, they did not have like a healthy option. So Bell River is a smaller community. It's almost like everyone knows everyone. They grew up together. They grew up with someone's parents, sisters, siblings, or someone along the line. So everyone kind of knows as everyone, a small community. And it's one main street that you can drive the whole town, to be honest with you. And and literally on that one straight drive of Northern Dame, there's at least like 9 pizza joints, if not more. And for me, I was always that health conscious, home cooked, raised guy. So one day I was driving Northern Dame, and I was seeing so much pizza spot that by the time we got home, I looked at my lady and I was like, "Baby, you down for some pizza tonight?" And I caught myself and I was like, "No, I can't do this. I can't do this." Like, there needs to be a healthy option in the area. There needs to be something better so the health conscious people, or even the non-health conscious people, if they're looking for something delicious and a nice treat that they can go to and still enjoy something nutritious, but it doesn't seem like it. And that was our idea coming into the field and creating our idea of how we can contribute to the community.
Fantastic. Roger, any questions?
Yeah, I got 2 questions. So the first one is, what's the population of Bell River?
The population for Bell River, it's like 37,000 or less.
Or less. And what would you say is the population of Black Canadians in Bell River? Any guess on that? 1%, 2%?
It's a super small percentage, I'll be honest with you, like really small.
And the second question is just because I'm interested, right?
Yeah.
How far is it from Toronto by drive?
From Toronto, it's 4 hours, 4.5 hours, roughly. Yeah.
So where is it closer to in terms of? I don't have the geography in front of me right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like it's. I personally was right where you are right now before moving.
Windsor. It's close to Windsor.
Windsor. Yes. Yeah.
I saw it.
So yeah.
I saw it when we were going down Dr. Vibe. I saw it.
Yeah. So it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes before Windsor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're like Windsor, Detroit border area.
Okay, so we're I think we have a Windsor trip coming up again soon. We can stop there on the way in if we drive. Not during the winter though.
Yeah.
If we had known, you know what? If we had known, we would have made an effort to, because we were there in June of this year.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
We would have made an effort to come down there.
Stop by, yeah.
And stop by, yeah. So pity.
Yeah, definitely. Next time you guys come over, you definitely got to check it. The first thing you're going to be meeting with is some nice soca melodies as soon as you hit that door, to be honest with you. Got to keep that waistline in line, you know.
So Daniel, I did check out your Instagram, and one of the things that I saw was that you're into fitness.
Yes.
And getting people healthy. Tell me how that connects in with the restaurant itself.
So for us, how it basically started, the whole idea and concept of what we're into right now, how it started was in 2019. I was always more skinnier guys, early 20s, entire teenage years. I was always a skinnier guy. And as I was maturing, I was looking at myself and I'm like, listen, I'm about to hit like mid-20s and I'm still looking like I'm in high school. I'm seeing high school grade 10 kids like taller than me, looking more buff than me. I'm like, no, I can't do this. So I needed to change. I craved that little change and stuff that can make me look more mature and look my age.
Right.
So I got it. I started taking my fitness journey a little bit more serious. I ran into this coach in Toronto that was part of this great nutrition company, Herbalife Nutrition, if you guys ever heard of it.
I know them, yeah.
Yeah. And she was part of Herbalife Nutrition, and they had a nutrition club just like we do out in North York. So she invited me over to check out one of the classes. The class was free. I'm like, okay, I got nothing to lose, everything to gain. Went and checked it out the first night, and literally from the time I hit the front door, the energy just got me. You can feel the positivity in the room. You can feel the energy of everyone inside there. And I walked in, I signed in, and then everyone just started screaming my name. I'm like, oh, hey, I don't know you guys like that. I just walked in this spot. What do you guys do? So it kind of, the energy and the positivity just caught me off guard, and I fell in love with it like right from the beginning. From there, I got started on my own personal fitness journey, gained 10 pounds within my first month, got introduced to personal development and all of these other stuff. Started connected with a lot of well-known coaches in the company. That's like part of the top 1% of the company. Got to hear their story and their journey since they've been with the company, and just fell in love with it.
Wow.
And from then, friends and family started seeing my personal fitness transformation, started seeing my mental transformation. And they're like, hey, I don't know what you're doing, but I want to be part of it. Can you help me gain this weight or lose this weight? Or I'm just trying to get rid of my gut or whatever it is. And I started just helping people out with their fitness journey as a side hustle. And then eventually I got more into the company, traveled a few times with the company, and my lady fell in love with the dream as well that I saw.
That's awesome, man.
Great story. Great story. Yeah. I want to jump back in, and Gordon obviously has had to leave. He has patties to deliver, so no problem. So before we go any further, I just want to put up the contact information for Gordon, Kingston 12 Patty Shop and Caribbean Dishes. Instagram at Kingston 12 Patty. Phone number 416-732-9729. And also, too, for people who want to find out more about Restaurant Week, Black Restaurant Week, wherever you're watching this, the contact information, the website information is there in the comments section. So there we go. So Victor, question for you.
Thank you.
Staffing. We always hear how difficult, it is to get good staff in the restaurant industry, or it's talked about a lot. Have you had any challenges in regards to staffing? If you have, tell us. If you haven't, tell us.
So for my staffing, right? We are a small group, you know. We're like a family. Any staff that we hire, we're always like, you know, I when I bring in staff, we do like combine front of house and back of house. Like I always say make sure that, you know, most of my staff are, we're kind of like we do like combine people. Like you can even if I hire you front of house, I want you to know what's happening at back of house, so you can be able to jump in. I cross train, cross training everybody, so we all like, you know, like people like my front of house can also help me in back of house, and back of house can also help in front of house. So we're like a small team. I've been like lucky, like, you know, when the concerning like staffing, I've been lucky with that, and so yeah, staffing has been okay for me.
Okay, Daniel, how about yourself? Is there any challenges when it comes to staffing?
For us, no, because like Victor said, we are a small establishment for now as well too. So for us, we're owners and operators. Time frame isn't anything too crazy, but you know how it is when you're now starting up a business and stuff. So, but we're there most of the times.
Okay, got it. Roger, I see you have something you may want to say. Hold on for some reason here. Okay, go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, just quick question. Daniel, what are your opening hours? Just simple.
So opening hours is Tuesday to Saturday. Well, Tuesday to Friday, 11 to 4:30, and then Saturdays we're there 11 to 5.
To 5. And Afrobeat, what are your opening hours as well?
From Afrobeat, we are open from Wednesday to Sundays. From Wednesdays to Thursday, we open 4:30 to 10 o'clock, and then Friday to Saturday, we open from 4:30 to late, you know, and then Sunday we open from 4 o'clock to 8:30, 9 o'clock, depending, you know. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out with Afrobeat, Dr. Vibe, when we can go there.
Yeah.
It's been very hard to get a reservation there. I gotta say.
Listen, guys. If just tell me anytime you want to come. I'll open the door for you.
Okay, there you go.
Even though the days that I close, which is Monday, Tuesday, if you tell me that's the only day you want to come, trust me, I'll open the door for you guys, man.
Wow. No, man, we're gonna come within the normal working hours. Yeah. I strongly believe, and that's why I was asking too, that in the restaurant business you need that break.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, Roger, just to interrupt. What do you gentlemen do for a break? Because basically you're there all sounds like all the time. When do you take a break, and what do you do when you take a break?
Like you said,
I sorry if I swore at you. I said a bad word. Break. Sorry. Go ahead.
When you own a restaurant, you know, you already sign up for. It's like, you know, like when you go join like let's say you go join like a military, right? You already sign. You sign a contract like your life, right? It's like, you know, this is what you have to always be there, even when I'm not open. I'm always like paperwork, right? That is like calls. That is so many. That is like you have to do like inventory. You have to, you know, interviews and stuff. You have to do so many things, you know, even without, like, when you close the restaurant, you are still like busy. And I I just try my best to kind of balance, because I have like I say, I have to create a little bit of time to spend time with my kids, because I don't want to like, just be doing my restaurant only, and before you know it, the kids will be like, they would like, I don't even know like if my dad is there or something like that. So I try to create time, like create some time to also spend time with them, so that to like, to tell them that, oh, I'm here, your dad is here, okay, let's do things together. One thing about restaurant is that, I said, I grew up in a restaurant back home in Nigeria, when I was like growing up with my mom in her restaurant. It's like there's no break. It's like Monday to Sunday, like January to December, like every day. There's no like, no, we don't close for one day, like many years, like every day, for the even on December, even on the maybe one day, maybe only Christmas, the 25th. That's it. After that, we open, like, it's just something we like have really like get used to, the whole that's one thing about, like, restaurant. People have, I mean, you got to feed people, man. People want to eat, and you're there. You have to always be there, to I mean, to feed people. When you sign up like to be in a restaurant industry or restaurant business, you just have to, like, you have to understand what to sign up to.
Okay, good stuff. Daniel, do you take a break? And if you do, what do you do when you take a break?
Honestly, before opening our doors, I come from a strong culinary background as well too. I'm a chef by trade as well. So I didn't know what I was signing up for prior to getting into this industry, to be honest with you. And I've been inside of the restaurant industry for almost a decade now. And when I tell you, you have no life, you have no life. It's hard. It's really hard, to be honest with you. It's once you're involved in a restaurant industry or a restaurant, that's your life. You might as well take your bed in your house and everything and just put it in the back, because you're there more than anything else. Just like Victor said, it almost feels like a 365 24/7 type environment, to be honest with you. Even when you do get a day off or you get some time off, there's still the housework. Like for Victor, it's that time spending with his kids. For me, it's spending time with my lady, being able to come back down to the GTA to see my family, hang out with some old friends for a little bit or whatever it is. And that's mostly on holidays, just like Victor. But besides that, is normally just go. Work is always the top priority, and then you still got to maintain your household, still got to find some time for the lady and whatever little recreation, I guess, you can fit inside of the small window that you have.
Okay. Just want to know what is on your prefix menu for the upcoming ByBlacks Black Restaurant Week.
So our prefix menu is pretty seasonal right now, and while we have a seasonal option there being the pumpkin spice smoothie as our dessert, our appetizers, what we call our tropical sunset tea bomb. It's sugar-free, helps boost your energy and concentration, burns a little bit of calories in the process as well for you. Our entree is our Oreo cheesecake. Like I said, we're making nutrition fun. We're making it excited. And trust me, once you see the pictures of what I'm talking about, you're going to be like, no way, this guy is tripping. There's no way this stuff is healthy for you. But it really is. We put love into it. We put our thoughts into it. And we definitely put our creativity into it. Because like back in the days, I remember when I was younger, at least when my grandma called me or my mom called me, I was like, here, drink this. It's good for you. From the time you smell it, it was like, nah, mom, this doesn't smell good. What are you talking about? So we wanted to make the nutrition fun for any age group that comes and try it, especially the younger kids that normally just picks at those fast food and stuff. So we got some crazy fun items that we have going on.
Victor, what's on the prefix menu for Restaurant Week?
Thank you. So our prefix this time we to start with our appetizer, we have a shrimp sulfur. Our shrimp sulfur is already on our menu. It's our take on like when you are in Lagos beach, in the beach, having some nice cool beer while looking at the beach and looking at a nice flavor. You see the nice our shrimp saute in our own pepper, our house pepper sauce with a smashed plantain with avocado, and then for the main, we're doing our party. Our party jollof rice with our beef. Our beef is slow cook, or you can have it our chicken. And then for the dessert, we do our chocolate stout cake. It's very, 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 very flavor and very, very sweet, so you can enjoy that.
Great. For both of you, how can people get your food? Is it dine in, takeout, delivery app, a combination of? How can people get your food?
So at Afrobeat, you can get our food through obviously through the restaurant. We have a sitting area, and also you can order through the platform. We're on a Uber Eats, on Ritual, and a DoorDash. And also you can also use our link when you click on our IG page. You can click the link and also order through there too. And then when you come to the restaurant, it's usually like a celebration, like usually like a so like when you come to the restaurant, it's like a festive period, like all the time. Usually like a music and usually fun. It's always fun to be at Afrobeat Kitchen. I'm just putting it out there. Just try you come to the Afrobeat Kitchen, you have a very great experience. Yeah, thanks.
No problem. Daniel?
For us, it's we do curbside pickup, we do pre-orders, and we also have takeout options. We're working on getting some nice small tables inside so we can do some dining, especially in the winter time.
Okay, good stuff. There's some questions here, and actually Tim Frey, no surprise, two questions. First, Tim Frey is asking both of you, are there any plans to scale your restaurants, franchising, or corporate locations?
I was going to ask that same question.
Yeah, that's a pretty good question. For us, we like to be unique, and what we help to do is just like the Swobin program. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with it. The Swobin program helps do is encourage more entrepreneurship. So for us, in the future, we would like to help more young people and especially the Black community become more entrepreneurs. So we would get them involved into our surroundings, our business that we have, and basically show them the ropes and the soaps. And if their plans in the future is if they see themselves going along the lines and opening up another nutrition club, and like let's say the surrounding area or Windsor, as how we're in Bell River or wherever it is, we would help them, give them the knowledge that we didn't have, and help them as a team member and as a mentor to build towards that. So for us, we wouldn't prefer franchising. We would prefer to help build that entrepreneur community around our community.
Okay. Victor.
So for now, we we are growing our business organically. I think we for now we are not looking into franchise. For now, we're just growing it like the way we are growing it right now. So we're not looking to that. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic. Another question for you, Daniel, from Tim. Does Pure Vibes Nutrition use a sugar substitute for their products?
Not any separate additive. What we do, especially for the tea bombs, they're more of an actual beverage, like an actual drink. So for those, we use sugar-free syrups, and we try to keep it as we support the other local distributors that we get our products and supplies from. So we try to keep it as organic as we can and close to natural as we can, to be honest with you, because like I said, we're pretty health conscious people, and we try to keep it fun at the same time too. And inside of our syrups, I believe they use sucralose as their natural, their little sweetener. Some use sugar alternative for the sweetening inside, like the what do you call it? The split. What's the word? Splenda sugar substitute and stuff like that.
Okay. No problem. Roger, watched before on IG. We're going to end out the IG conversation. Thanks for those who tuned in. Where Mr. Right, Mario Armstrong jumped in for a little bit. So good to see Louis underscore Diaz underscore 3. McFly, the chef guy. Yes, foodie there. And Grace Expert Trade. Thanks for stopping by. If you want to catch the full conversation, follow the Dr. Vibe Show and watch on YouTube. Remember to give yourself grace. Don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Keep the faith. So, Roger, do you have any final questions you'd like to ask either one of them?
No, you know what? That was I had some questions for Kingston 12, but he already sent me an email and sent his number for me to do some follow-up questions. And that franchising question was it's key. Tim, I know what Tim is all about, scaling up and all of that. And the truth is, if you really want to expand your business, that's the fastest way to do it, where you don't work in the business, you work on the business. So you actually have just imagine that, you know, Afrobeat is doing well right now. I know that because there's a buzz about it. So a lot of people go there, and I've heard that buzz, Victor, right?
Thanks.
A lot of different people have said it to me. A lot of different influencers have gone there, and they love the food and everything. Can you see, imagine if you took that, it's in Queen West now, and you said, okay, I'm going to be selfish. You planted it in Whitby, where I live. And you have the whole of Durham region now to serve this, because there's nothing like that here. We are full of Caribbean restaurants. Full. We have everything. We have like 5 Sunrise in Durham region. Right? I don't know how much more jerk chicken we're gonna eat. Right? But Nigerian food, Ghanaian food, Ethiopian food, we don't have enough of that out here. So it's that diversity of Black Canadian cuisine that you want to see. And if you what you do is you take that existing operation, your menu, your recipes, your style of serving, etc., and you find a location and just say photocopy and put somebody in there to run it, let them buy it, and then they pay you. And just keep on doing that. That's what Tim is advocating for. You should quote yourself, Daniel, and Victor. You should have a conversation with Tim. At least just have the conversation and open, go in with an open mind.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because Pure Vibes is very franchisable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very franchisable. I think of it like what's the name of that? Booster Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So expand your mind. You never know. Give
Absolutely.
Tim a call.
Absolutely. And if you guys need Tim's contact information, Roger has it and I have it. So Roger's your main contact. He definitely has it, but you would not be wasting your time having that conversation with Tim because he knows his stuff. Look at this. And Tim says, standardize your business, digital copy of your business, and 10x it. Bang. You're like right there.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a comment about restaurants I've been to. I've been all across the country. I've been from Vancouver to Halifax and everything in between. Calgary, Edmonton, different Black-owned restaurants. So I land in a city, I find a Black-owned restaurant. We go to it, we experience it, right? And I saw 2 restaurants, right? And when I went into the restaurant, and 2 completely different restaurants. One is very, I would say, more high-end, and the other one is a regular, like a West Indian, Jamaican restaurant. But there was something about them. They were easy to deal with. right? I'm not telling the name yet. I'm telling the name after, right? They're easy to deal with. The food tastes really good, right? The service was good, right? Two completely different types of restaurants, and they were marketing like hell on social media, right?
Yeah.
So that's Tropical in Montreal. They have now opened up a new location in Ottawa, in the
Ottawa.
Byward Market. If you know what the Byward Market is, that's
Yep.
like the hippest
High
part
traffic.
of Ottawa. High traffic, right? And they're doing good so far, as I know. And then the second one is Cheryl's Caribbean Cuisine, which is down in Little Jamaica. And they have taken over the Pat's Home Styles location on Queen Street. I knew that they could do it because they have that formula. It's adaptable. They've developed their business in such a way that it's easy for them to scale it.
Rinse, wipe, repeat. Rinse, wipe, repeat. Rinse.
I saw those two businesses, and it didn't surprise me. Sometimes you see a business, oh, what are they doing? And there's a third one too. There's Real Jerk. So you guys know Real Jerk down on Gerrard, and yes, they've opened up. They have a location in London, England, but they've recently opened a new location on College. And again, their business is just scalable. They have built it in such a way that they can just go. They just need staff and a team to go and just replicate it. So not that it's easy, but it can be done.
Well, it's not. It's easier because you're working with something instead of nothing. You have evaluated experience.
Yeah.
You have that evaluated experience.
I would say fine tune your current model. Figure out what the other little kinks and document it. I would even go as far as to say bringing up business processing. What you call those things? Business continuity planning consultants.
Process.
And come and take a look get some outside perspective on your business, and then say, okay, you know what? Shoot, I could do this.
Tim, there's a Tim right there.
Yeah.
There's a Tim right there. Daniel, was the thing. The Tim was what you think about Daniel Stevia? Was that the product you were thinking about?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Victor, you were gonna say something.
Sorry, so talking about the franchise, right? So there's nothing wrong with the doing the franchise and growing, but just I'm a little bit like worried about the quality control and consistency. So just when you start like open, I know it's good to to expand, have a lot of location and have that, but just the how can you
I'm going to interrupt you there. I think it goes back a little bit to what our friend Gordon said at the beginning. Sometimes you got to take risks, right? And it's better to take a calculated risk than a non-calculated risk. Because I'm hearing what Gordon said at the beginning of the conversation. He had all these experiences in all these other entities, but he had those evaluated experiences to say, okay, I can open up this, and it's only been open for 5 months. So 5 weeks, sorry. Every day you're having experiences. What are you learning from them, and how are you going to use them going forward?
Mm-hmm.
Like the quality control, you can't be physically there. And it's like every entrepreneur. I want to do, but the thing is, like if you're in Toronto, you can't be City Pulse, you can't be everywhere. Right? Yeah. So you got to trust the process because if you do just keep it to yourself, you may end up burning yourself out.
That is it.
Right? And if you're not good to yourself, you're not going to be good to yourself, your family, your loved ones, and your staff, your customers. They'll pick it up.
That's what Daniel said earlier. That's exactly what Daniel said. He worked on himself.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Like the customers are not stupid. They'll sense it.
Yeah.
They do. You are right. Also having like enough finding someone who have like enough experience running the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
So that's another.
Absolutely. So gentlemen, I know you both have a lot. Okay, there's some other comments here quick on LinkedIn. It's better to take a calculator than a non-calculator risk. I like that. Thank you. Tim Frey. Gentlemen, I've suggested Tim's contributing a lot here, so I would just reach out and say even thank you. Also, Dr. Vibe, franchising and corporate locations are not for everyone. So to Victor's point, it's not for him. If it's not for him, and if he can sleep better at night with one location, we have to respect that.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. You know, you got to be comfortable. You
Yeah.
got to be comfortable with what you're doing. If you're not, it's going to impact not only yourself, but everybody else around you that you come in contact with directly or indirectly. Gentlemen, we've taken up a lot of your time today. So just want to get some final comments. We'll go first with Daniel.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you both, Dr. Vibes and Ryan. You guys are true kings and true leaders, and I appreciate you guys having us.
Hold on. Ryan isn't here. Roger.
Oh, Roger.
I'm the fill-in host. I'm the substitute.
Okay. Roger, I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for having us and doing all the amazing work that you're doing in the Black community and in the community in general, because it's not only the Black community that's going to benefit from this, it's the entire community and the nation and surrounding communities. So thank you guys for having us, and I appreciate it. Definitely looking forward to working with you guys again in the future and seeing where we all go.
Excellent. Victor?
Dr. Vibe, thank you very much. Roger Dundas, I really appreciate you guys.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Very welcome, both.
So I want to say one more thing. You know, when we all eat together with our skills, value, so we can build wealth and create decent work in this industry.
Yes.
When we have our space to share,
yes,
we remember this is part of our ancestors' resist and force.
Yes.
You know, to be able to, you know, have our own. When we do all this with each other, only we are all free.
Okay. Yeah. Last thing, hold on. Before we end, we're not going to miss this one this time.
There we go.
We need to give away 2 tickets to go and see Toronto Soul Music Festival happening November 19th. I can't. So we got to figure out a way to give it out to somebody who's on.
Do you want to do that right now?
Oh, yeah, let's do it, because I actually have a 10:30 meeting and I got to prepare for it.
Oh, so, you know what? I got to, and I forgot to set it up. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Okay, simple question.
Yes.
Yeah, got a simple question. Now, the question is, who in the comments can give the names of the 3 restaurants we had today?
Oh, that's a good one.
2 tickets to Toronto Soul Music Festival with Division as the headliner, Julie Black, Glenn Lewis, and Ray Robinson and the Recipe Band.
Okay. Also, while you're hopefully doing that, Tim Frey also says this, but everyone support Victor's location and Daniel's Let's Go. # Black community.
That's what this restaurant week is all about. Even if they don't come during restaurant week itself,
thank you, Tim.
I want to put it into the mind of people to say, you know what? There was this restaurant that was featured. I need to go and try it out whenever. Right?
Daniel, we're gonna let you and Victor go. We're just gonna do this giveaway. We will be in touch.
No
Remember
problem.
to give yourselves grace and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Be well.
Yes. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day.
Yes, take care. And I'll be in touch with both of you. There's some more stuff.
Bye.
All right.
All right. So, all right. Now, Shaneke Hall, you said you can. Well, put it in the comments so I can see the 3 names of the restaurants. Oh, she did. Hold on. Afri Kitchen, Pure Vibes, and Kingston 12. Roger, she's correct. She goes Afro Kitchen. You're close. You're close.
Give her one more try. Tell her get the name right. Get the names right.
You know what? I'm gonna see if this will work. I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. As if I think I may have set it up too late with the giveaway tool. Well, let's just see if it's gonna work. Because if I do the giveaway, let's see if this will work. Let's see if anyone else has put. Oh, okay. Hold on. Now, she said Afrobeat. So she has Afrobeat. Yes. Right. So we got other people putting answers in too. So
Gotta get all three in the same line, Shanike.
okay, we out now. We have Christopher, Afrobeat Kitchen, Kingston 12, Pure Nutritions.
Not quite, Christopher.
Okay. Faces by Pureness, Afrobeats Kitchen, Kingston 12, and Pure Vibes.
That's a closest.
So far. You're okay. These people are going crazy here. She goes Kingston 12 and Pure Vibes.
Yeah. So, what do you say, Dr. Vibe? Who came the closest?
This is it, because now we're going to get people mad at us. So hold on a second. All right.
I can't see. I can only see when you put it up.
No, okay. I see someone who's got it totally right.
Okay, so the first person who got it totally right is the winner.
Okay, so Christopher Curry says Kingston 12, Afrobeat Kitchen, Pure Nutritions.
So not totally.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Okay, hold on. I'm doing in order of me getting these. There's stupid typos on my phone. Okay. Hold on. Afrobeat Kitchen, Pure Vibes Nutrition, Kingston 12.
That is it. We have a winner. We have a winner. That is the winner. That is the correct spelling of everything.
Kingston 12. And the other,
no. He has a mistake.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Tim. Sorry.
I see. Oh, yeah, I see a typo. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, we have
Afrobeats
Kitchen, Kingston 12. No, it's not. That's not full.
No.
Okay. Tim Frey again. Afrobeat Kitchen, Pure Vibes Nutrition, Kingston 12 Patty Shop.
Okay. Now he's good. He's good. Tim Frey, get your email address to Dr. Vibe.
I have it. I'll send it to you.
Okay, so flip it to me and then I'll get the tickets arranged. I guess I'll see you at the Toronto Soul Music Festival happening Sunday, November 19th, one day before Restaurant Week.
Well, that's if Tim's in Toronto because he's always all around. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he's here because he's coming to my event the next day.
Oh,
the GTA kickoff event. So I believe he's there. I have his email. What am I saying? I have his email. Congrats, Tim.
And he wants. Okay, he says he wants to donate his tickets, but there's another way we can do it. I can actually do the giveaway tool. Or do you want to do?
But would it be fair because some other people were close? Who was the next person that was closest?
Okay, so what do you want to do? Giveaway tool or who was closest?
Because you may get Tim again in the giveaway tool.
Well, we can do that. So it basically comes down to when the
Tim
nice thing
let him tell us who he wants to give the tickets to. Simplest solution.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Tim. Okay. And it's interesting. And Shaneke, you're so kind saying, okay, I understand I'm not a sore loser. Thank you. But you may so Tim, it's up to you. Do you want to give away the tickets to somebody? Tell us who you want to give them to here, or do you want us to do the giveaway tool? So give us a message quick. Oh, he wants to give it to support Black charities.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. No problem. So Dr. Tachi says, congrats, Tim Frey. All right. Faces by Pureness says, I already have tickets. I was going to donate them to my community to support. There you go. Faces, another great heart. Going to donate them.
Our community is powerful.
Yeah. Shaneke says Jamaica Patty House in Coburg is a good Jamaican restaurant in the East. Check them out on a road trip to the beach over the summer, if you're road tripping in the East. I really like their soup on Saturdays. Okay.
Okay.
New
Thank
place.
you for that. Let me write that name down.
Yeah.
Jamaica Patty House. There's a place called in Prince Edward County called Jerky Bagel. So it's on the mainstream Willow Road as you exit off the 401. and then you start going down. You turn right and you start heading down into Prince Edward, where Sandbanks is.
Yeah.
There's a jerky bagel. So they put the restaurant in a Winnebago.
Oh, you're kidding.
And then on the outside, they have the jerkin station. So he's
Yes.
really, so everything he cooks kind of outside.
Yep.
So it's not open in the winter. So he starts back up in May. And I think he goes as far as November. Yeah.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah, man. I've been there too. Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So just,
tons of restaurants all over the country, man. All over the country. No excuse. We don't need to go to the keg.
no,
We don't. We actually don't. Everywhere there's typically a solid black-owned restaurant there that you can support.
Okay, now interesting. Yes, and yeah. So I'll give you Tim's email address, and he'll get Anik to send it to one of the organizations.
Mhm.
Faces by Prudence says yes, Tim.
Mhm.
He already has this. Roger, we should do a black restaurant rescue show and travel across Canada together.
So we are looking at, so Tim, just to let you know, what was the name? I'm trying to remember the name, but we have a concept of doing a show with not Black Restaurant Rescue, but it was a somewhat similar name where there would be an operations person, a designer, an interior designer, a marketing person, and also somebody to deal with, like looking at their menu and evaluating their profitability, and a financial person too. So looking at everything and saying, okay, we're going to redo this whole thing.
Okay. When we talk offline, there's a few shows you should watch that have that concept. One of them is called Restaurant Impossible with a gentleman named Robert Irvine.
Mm-hmm. Know about it?
I love that show. I think like they do it in 48 hours, which is just crazy. Yeah. And of course, there's another show that's on the Paramount Network periodic called Bar Rescue.
Yep. I know that one. So our concept was to use people from all Black professionals.
Yep.
And would be hosted by a Black social media influencer that's very popular. So
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about.
I think you know.
I'm gonna keep
so we have had the discussion, Tim. So just to let Tim know, we have actually had the discussion. What we haven't had is the combined sit down meeting to look at what it would cost and all of that. But there's so many restaurants that could benefit from this.
Oh, huge.
So many.
Huge.
And really make a dent. Even if you don't get selected, I think you could look at the show and see what they change and say, oh, wow, that makes sense. We should adopt that as well, too. The key thing to restaurants is less is more.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't really get that.
Well, and that's what I don't watch a lot of TV, but I love those shows because especially most of these restaurants, you see them having like 150 items on their menu. And the person will go, what are you doing? Like your food, like you have food sitting there that you don't use. It goes rotten, wasted.
There was a restaurant before I go. There was this restaurant. It wasn't Blackwood. It was actually South Asian owned in Whitby where I live. It was called Shadow Eagle. All right. I'd done a birthday party there in 2019.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep.
They had a menu with Indian food, Chinese food, West Indian food. The menu was like a book. It was like a whole book. It's like to read that menu would take you 10 minutes just to read their menu.
It's interesting. It sounds somewhat similar to a restaurant.
They closed
in Scarborough, close to where I live, and they have all these different items. I go, wow.
Yeah, you heard what I said? They closed.
Yeah, I heard that. No, I got you. And
after a while, I went in there, and I would never see anybody in there.
Wonder why?
A big space, like a very very big space. It was like a 200-seater.
Shaneke says Crazy Jerk in Calgary is good.
I've been there. I've been to Crazy Jerk in Calgary, met the owner and everything. And the food was good.
Yeah.
Was it right in the middle of the pandemic?
Yeah. Dr. Tachi says that sounds great in regards to the concept. And Faces by Pureness says I support it. All right.
Faces by Pureness, you might be the makeup person because we need to have makeup on the set. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. It's a thing. It's a thing.
I'm reaching out to her today for sure. Hayden
Morrison a lot.
Says, "Hey Roger, thank you for your service to the community. Absolutely. There's how you can get in touch with Restaurant Week. Find out all the information. Also, If you want to get in touch with ByBlacks, all things started their website, ByBlacks.com. Roger, I know you got to make a move. So
Yes.
I know I'm going to just close out. If you can stay on for the close, if not, because I know you got your meeting in a few minutes and you want a little bit of a break time. Thank you, Camille, and always for everything you have done, are doing, and will be doing. And we'll see you on the food service. Take care, my brother. Be well and keep the faith.
Thank you.
All right, family. Thank you for your support. Another epic conversation today. So, a few things as we close out. And thank you, everyone, coming by today. It's appreciated. Faces by Pureness, long time, and reaching out to you today. Like, it is on the digital notepad. ASAP can do it. We got to make it happen. So, subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, and then hit the notification button so you get notified about these epic conversations. Like the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you want to advertise your product, service, or business on the platform, please email me dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. Also, join our Discord groups where we keep the conversation going in between conversations. Email me again, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. As it's scrolling along the bottom, you can watch replays of this epic conversation on the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and Facebook, Afro-Caribbean Business Network, Facebook and YouTube, and also Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube and LinkedIn. And make sure you follow Ryan wherever he is producing great content. Coming up on Monday's show, Carolyn Nicole from the Energy Shack Juice Bar will be back with her monthly visit. And she's going to be talking about your best defense, natural ways to keep your immune system strong. Very good stuff. Carolyn is, a lot of people are touching base across North America because of her appearances on this platform. And hey, I'm drinking my water. All right. That is one of my keys, that she's educated me on the drinking of room temperature water. Faces by Pureness, I'll be there for makeup. There you go. Dr. Tachi, forgot to say, she hosts on Wednesdays the livest online show about media, tech, and pop culture called Mediascope, 5 p.m. Eastern Times, Instagram Live. Then 6 p.m. YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitch, and other platforms. And oh my gosh, she spelled it wrong. Dr. Vibe, we are featuring you today. Thank you so much. And the other thing you got to remember, Dr. Tachi is launching Indie Soup Media, independent OTT Content Creators Network. You'll be able to see broadcasts of about over 30 content creators, YouTube, I think Facebook, Roku channel, and other channels to come. And she asked me to sit down with her a few weeks ago and talk about a little bit my story and why I'm excited to be part of that Content Creators Network. Yeah, Vibe, no problem. So I'm being featured today. So once that goes out on Instagram, I'm going to share it out. That's it. That's all. Whoa, what a conversation today. So let's finish it off like this. Oh, there's another comment here. Congratulations, Doctor. Congratulations to you, Faces, too. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, more comments coming in. What a conversation today. As you remember, I remember when you mentioned it to me as well. Yes, there you go. Faces, I just came up. I just thought about something. We'll have to have a few conversations. There's some other things I'm thinking in my alleged mind. So let's finish it off here. Live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions, then aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember to give yourselves grace, and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Thank you so much. We'll be back on Monday or over the weekend, tomorrow night, primetime Saturdays with Aisha and Lala. They'll give their takes about a lot going on in the United States, socially and politically, and other things in between. And then Sunday afternoons, 5 p.m., Black Canada Talking. All right. God bless. Peace well. Keep the faith. Walk good. And take care.